Ranking your website for a given set of keywords sounds amazing, doesn't it? But have you ever imagined what would happen if you also rank for the same set of keywords under Google News section? Yes, under Google News section. This is the place where all of the topmost news gets published in a real-time basis and Google publishes them as a news article. So in today's episode, we will be discussing the strategies and the benefits of having your content served under the Google News section, and also some of the guided tips which would be provided to you by one of our senior SEO analysts, Subhajit.
So let's talk about some good old journalism, that is Google News. So Google News is basically the SEO's way of doing journalism in like Google search. So basically there is a section in Google also known as Google News, which basically feeds to the users like the daily news that are coming into like in the Google platform. So basically Google serves news in three ways. First is the top news, second is the personalized news, which comes in the form of your preferences that Google captures from your like daily activity, and the third part is basically the highlighted content, the recent news, the things that are generating every day. So those are the three parts of the Google News that for which we can optimize for. So now let's come to how to optimize for the best practices, how to optimize for Google News. So first of all is keyword research. Now here we have to keep in mind that whenever doing keyword research, to specifically optimize for something called Google News, we have to optimize for keyword research which are trending upwards. So a best practice is to check for your keywords in Google Trends and to make sure that your keywords that whatever you're going to use in your articles or blog posts are trending in an upward section or are currently in breakout in Google Trends. So that's like one thing to keep in mind. The second thing would be to search for new upward trends. So like as per a stat, your keyword research strategy should contain 85% of your keyword research strategy should contain those keywords which are in an upward trend or which are currently breaking out as per Google Trend standards, and your 15% of your keyword strategy should be new topics that are not yet revealed but has the potential to break out. So if you are an expert in your industry, you perhaps know about the future of your industry, right? So you must know the upcoming topics, what can be news of tomorrow. So Google cannot predict that. Only you as an expert in your niche can predict that, and you can perhaps write articles on those things, and those might like become the news in Google, which appears in Google News. So let's just go like apart from this, there are other like best practices like optimizing your titles and like descriptions. So as you can see on the screen, I have written some like optimization strategies for how to optimize your titles and your descriptions. There are some best practices as well, as you can see on the screen, so you can just check them out.
Everyone enjoyed listening to Subhajit's theories and practical advices on how one can optimize for the Google News section and also what kind of benefits it can bring on board. Just to summarize this into three practical knowledge. The first one, ranking in the search engine results page is important, but ranking in the Google's news section is valuable and it is priceless. The second thing is, if you do rank in the Google News section, you can get a tons of traffic because this is a real-time basis and there is a lot of users searching now here and then, and also there is a huge chance of getting your news syndicated across multiple RSS feed syndication, which would also act like a content syndication in the later point of time. The third but not the least is a proper branding solution. Getting your article, getting your landing page featured or ranked in the Google News is also a good strategy to make yourself or to make your campaign a branded campaign. Thanks for watching.